Hey, good morning, Gateway Church. This is Pastor Ben, and I'm sitting in the parking lot of Aldi, and it is a few minutes before they open on Monday morning, and I'm here with Jessica, of course. Hello. And we're drinking coffee, and we're doing our soap reading. And when Jessica and I first started the soap reading this morning, I thought it said 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and chapter 6, and I got there, and I was like, oh man, it was dealing with incest, dealing with lawsuits among believers, and sexual immorality. And then I was reading, and Jessica's like, it's 2 Corinthians 5 and 6. And I was like, oh, good. But anyway, in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 3 through 10, it kind of caught my attention. I want to read it and just bring some application in regards to what we're experiencing as individuals, as a society. Compared to the early church, some of the persecution that they went through, some of the things we're suffering with it's different. I would say it's probably less. Listen to what Paul talks about. He says, "We put no stumbling block in anyone's path, so that our ministry will not be discredited. Rather, as servants of God, we commend ourselves in every way, in great endurance, in troubles, hardships, and distress." Does it sound normal or sound like what we're experiencing a bit? But then verse 5 says, in beatings, in imprisonment, in riots. Yikes. I don't think most of us have not experienced that. In hard work, sleepless nights, hunger, maybe. In purity, understanding, patience, and kindness. In the Holy Spirit, and in sincere love. In truthful speech, and in power of God. With weapons of righteousness in the right and in the left hands, through glory and dishonor, bad report and good report, genuine yet regarded as impostors, known yet regarded as unknown, dying and yet we live on, beaten and yet we're not killed, a couple more, sorrowful yet always rejoicing, poor yet always making many rich, and having nothing yet possessing everything. It just really puts things into perspective for me today. As we're starting a new week, we have not been grocery shopping like many of you in a week and a half. Our rhythm is different for sure, but I just believe that we are God's people, and just like Paul made it through a whole lot of hardships, we are going to thrive and make it through these hardships as well, as long as we have a good, solid perspective. One other verse in chapter 5, verse 7, so the previous chapter, it says, "For we live by faith, not by sight." Yesterday's message, I talked about faith, not fear. We talked about hate, we love, not hate, and then hope, not worry. And I just was reminded, we live by faith. We put our hope in Jesus, and when we do that, we are going to survive. And the last thought is that let's not forget that we are carrying the hope of the world. We are contagious, not with the coronavirus, thank the Lord, but we are contagious with our message of hope, faith, and love. We love you. Jessica, say goodbye.
Bye.
We love you. Have a great day, and enjoy your soap reading today. Bye-bye.